Hello guys, today we are going to do a carrier fighter only fleet, just for fun. So the rule is to every single ship in the fleet requires a fighter. So we can use Tempests, we can use carriers, we can use we can use carriers, we can use Astrals, we can use Herons, basically anything that has a fighter. Anything. The only requirement is that it requires a fighter bay. So yeah, we're gonna try that since carriers got buffed. We're gonna reassign our skills here. We are yeah, let's get rid of this Wolfpack tactics. Just go for carrier supremacy. I really want to keep this as well. Yeah, let's not get automated ships for now. So we can go carrier group. So we're gonna go carrier group and fighter uplink. It really sucks that the bonuses for the fighter uplink and the carrier group only are at their maximum when you have 8 or less fighter base. That really sucks because getting less than 10% damage dealt when you have more than 8 fighter base is a bit sad, but it's okay. Yeah, dude, why didn't you reassign these skills? Actually, we do want coordinated maneuvers here just for the extra speed bonus. Okay, we are gonna confirm this. Yeah, we're gonna get rid of automated ships here. Now we can use remnant ships. They do have carriers, but their carriers will be able to only use remnant fighters, which is a bit of a limitation, really. Yeah, carrier group it is. Alright, so we have an Astro here. This is the build that we're going for. I think there are a lot of viable builds. You can go for Squalls. You can go for Pylons. Pylons are... The only good thing about Pylons is that they will sync up with your fighters. So let's just fight like a Dominator here. So when the ship is firing the pylons, the fighters will be flying while the pylons are right beside them. So you generally can... So you basically can kind of overwhelm enemy point defense. Because the speed of the pylons travel at around the same speed of your fighters. Yeah, turns out that having an entire bomber fleet is pretty good. You also have some benefit of like shooting down enemy fighters and missiles. So this guy is in big trouble. Actually, I don't know why our Astro is not sending the fighter waves here. Maybe it's waiting for the last fighter? Now this is a Astro with, you know, carrier uplink. Yeah, it does pretty well. But if this guy gets cornered, it's just dead. So yeah, we're gonna go full wing of tridents. Why not use longbows? The AI is very good at lowering its shields when they are sables. I've noticed it happen a while. I mean, we can put some longbows here just to demonstrate this. Actually, I only have one, but... Yeah, why do I only have one? Okay, fine. They got really good at lowering their shields when they are about to take sables. Maybe this is not a good demonstration, but we'll see. So there's a 2 longbow 4 trident build that's pretty popular back then, because the 2 longbows will generally be able to pop the shields of ships. Now sables are pretty good because they're very hard to shoot down. This guy is really dead. Okay, that's not a very good demonstration. I should probably get a few more longbows. I don't have any right now, which is... Oh, I know why. I think all my fighters are in the other base. Yeah, but even still, entire wing of tridents is pretty good. I mean, the fact that they can just delete ships from existence is pretty insane. These hull mods aren't really necessary because ideally your Astro doesn't get cornered here. So we just get hardened shields, accelerated shields, stabilized shields, all the good stuff. Expanded deck crew will just help to increase the recovery rate of fighters by a little bit. It is quite expensive though, 25 ordnance points just for such a meager bonus. And recover shuttles just means that we suffer less crew. But at this point we can get rid of that because we are rich. So we don't really need the crew. I mean, they are expendable essentially. It does come with expanded missile rack, so we just add small the ECCM because you know the ship is already geared towards using the large mounts for missiles, so why not? So we have this Astro here. Let's go and grab some we want to bring some Tempest because they have fighters as well. So we don't have any more we can also bring these Anubis. Yeah, we'll bring some Anubis as well. Okay, so yeah, we're over capacity. Yeah, I know. Yeah, look at all the crew that we have to get rid of. Let's just bring all these guys so that we can refit the fighters while we are out there. Yeah, so we're gonna go grab some Tempers. I do have another Astro in the other colony as well. So we'll grab that. We can also make some Herons too. Yeah, so we have another Astro here. We have another Astro here. Do I have any Herons? I don't think so. Herons are pretty okay because they are quite fast. They're very maneuverable, so they're able to escape enemies pretty easily. And they're generally very good ships as well. Now I'm under strength. Okay. So how many DP do I have? Let's just copy this build. And then we can use it for this one. Warning, you can... oh, I don't have enough tridents then. Okay, fine. The broadswords are a pretty good option. If you don't know what to put for fighters, you can just put broadswords. They'll always be worth the value that they bring. 150. Yeah, we need to get some frigates with this. So we're gonna go back to this colony. I think all our ships are there. Alright. Yeah, we got a bunch of colonies here. Yeah. We also have this Legion. This is an automated ship. And we'll bring it as well, since it's a carrier. And it's also a 14th Battle Group Legion, so that's nice. Let's make sure that we don't run out of fuel here. Let's stock out on fuel and supplies. I also shouldn't have gotten rid of the Valkyrie. Yeah, why did I do that? I need to bring some Marines with me. We might have a bit too much crew here. Let's just leave 1,000 of these here. Then we're gonna do some stuff. Wait, why are you not going out? Okay. Oh, that's very expensive. Right, I did order a bunch of onslaughts, yeah. So once we go and grab some Tempers, we're just gonna go bounty hunting and see how an entire fleet of carriers work. So right now, we are only at 4%, but they still get a pretty hefty 18% leading target accuracy. Yeah, but the skill does become a bit useless if you have too many fighters. I guess it's just a good way to balance because the developers know that if you spam fighters, the enemy cannot do anything. Like literally nothing. So I think we have some Tempests here. Let's go grab those Tempests. Yeah, we should have some here. Either that one or this one. It's either one of those. So Tempests do have fighters, but their fighters are a bit different. You cannot replace them. Yeah, we'll bring these two Anubis. They have broadswords, and then we'll bring all these Tempests. So now we have 270. Okay, so we have we can drop. Do I have any weapons in this colony? No, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, do I have any? Okay, all my weapons are here. I believe my fighters are here as well. Yeah, some of them at least. Okay. Yeah, we'll use this Legion. Although it does have a lot of D mods, we cannot get rid of these D mods. Sensor strength. Man, these really suck. Flux dissipation. I think we might just get rid of this Legion. It has a bunch of S mods already. Yeah, cause this is an automated ship from the Sentinels quest. Man. Yeah, I mean, I just leave it here. Don't think we're gonna bring this guy. I just don't really like it. This is not the military one. I might have a Heron in this other colony. Yeah, we'll visit this one and then put down the Legion, and then we'll just go bounty hunting with our 3 Astrals. We might probably get wrecked here, but yeah, okay. So you are still building. Yep. Okay, answer your extended drive pad. Yes, I want to get. What's a good? Just get a few herons. I think I can actually make those, but I'm making onslaughts right now. Let's get a few herons then. Do you have any legions? You do have the normal legion. Don't really want that. I want the Legion 14 battle group. We don't have the blueprint for it right now. Yeah, we'll get 4 herons then. Yeah. So you will be... Oh, you are very high. Wow. And you're in our colony. Yeah, look at... Oh, wait. We don't actually have any contacts. This guy. Yeah, he's in our colony. Yeah, we'll develop him then. So he's right here. Yeah, he's an underworld guy. But the good thing is that he is a contact in our colony. Like we can have access to him right now, and he's like very high importance. What is this? No, I don't want to do this. This is all. Can we refit some of these guys? Do we have enough tridents here? We can replace these guys with tridents. Tridents, and then... Okay, we don't have enough ordnance points for this. I'm just gonna build an ECCM because the missile rack is already built in. I also don't have the big plume launcher here, which is a shame. Yeah, let's build in this as well. So you have tridents. You can also get some tridents. There's still a bunch of ordnance points left. No, I don't really want breach missiles here. Neither do I want that. I think all our weapons are in the other colony. Okay, did we get all the ships here? Yeah, we did get all the ships here. Right, let's head back to this, and then we're just gonna go bounty hunting. So we have a bunch of Tempests. We have a bunch of Astrals. That's about it. We have an Anubis or 2. I mean, a fighter only fleet might not be viable, but I think it's still okay. Still doable. Very much doable. Obviously, we need to put F officers for the Astral. Yeah, we don't have Plume long-range launchers. Well, that really sucks. Fine. We'll replace you with Squalls then. I don't have enough ordnance points. I will get rid of Stabilized Shields. Still don't have enough points. Yeah, fine then. I mean, if you can't put plumes, then I guess Squalls is an okay option. Even the Hurricanes are pretty okay. Alright. So these guys have Squalls. You have Broadswords and a bunch of PD. You guys have Fighters with Defensive Targeting Array. Okay, we have 230. I think that's good enough. So we're gonna put you as the officer. We'll put you as the officer, and we put you as the officer. All level 7 officers are in that ship. In the Astrals. We might lose these Astrals actually. But I'm gonna save Scum because we have no time to, you know, do Iron Man or whatever. Okay, let's go fight some bounties here. This is a really tough bounty. Are there any close by? That's a system bounty. What are you? Okay. Now we do have a gate system, so we can actually go and do this one. I'm very curious. I'm very curious. Can we actually defeat this? We'll try. So let's go into the gate system now. And we'll go fight them. Yeah, let's travel here then. They should be in this system. We're gonna save the game, cause I don't want to lose all my Astrals. They're very expensive. Alright. So where are you actually? Like, are you in this exact system? Red primary star. Yeah, this is a red dwarf. Okay, there's 2 red dwarfs. There's a barren world. Is there a barren world here? Terran eccentric world, water world. There is no barren world. So they're not in this system. They are in this one, I think. Wait. Oh, they are here. Okay. Yeah, we need to get out here then. Right, so everything has fighters. Yeah, these guys are all fighters. And we have 3 Astrals with bombers. Tridents. We're gonna fight these guys. Okay, let's save the game here. We might lose the entire fleet, but we're gonna fight them. See how it goes. Wait, they're not here? Oh, they're in the other one. So we have the carrier group, but you see we only have 15% faster replacement speed, 15%, 3% extra damage only. Because the more fighter base you have. Oh, there's actually 2 of them. Oh. We don't want to fight 2 of these at the same time. Man, that really sucks. Can you all fight each other? I'm curious. Can you guys actually fight each other? We're gonna save here. Then we're gonna fight this group. Yeah, this is the group we want to try against. So they have a lot of eagles and stuff. 75%. So the game actually thinks that we'll lose. We'll see about that. We're gonna deploy all of our frigates first. Yeah, we want to deploy all these guys first. We deploy the 3 Astrals so that they can get to work. Then we deploy our frigates. Alright, the Anubis is really fast, so once we get the capture points, which we should, because these ships are really fast, we should be able to deploy our Anubis. Then we'll ask some of them to escort these ships. I think 18 of these tridents would absolutely destroy anything that it's trying to target. But they have to target the same thing. So we'll cover these guys at the flank. Okay. Yeah, you guys are just doing your job by distracting the enemy. We just want you to like distract them and pull them or make them weaker so that they are not so close to one another where their point defense can help each other. We want to split them up. Make sure that they are vulnerable and alone like this. Then we can just completely wreck these guys. Now our Astrals don't have any PD. So they're completely naked. So that's why we brought the Anubis. Just to defend them a little bit. So you're gonna die. Let's see how an entire fleet of these work. Oh, you just get absolutely wrecked, buddy. You just get absolutely wrecked. Yeah, and then the Tempers are just like harassing these enemies. Then we're gonna put a void order on you because we don't get anywhere close to you. Yeah, let's kill as many of these ships as we can. The Legion's gonna be a bit of an issue, really. Okay. Alright, nothing is going on. Why are you guys not sending your fighters? This is a bug. They're not sending their fighters. They need to remove this. Okay, you're sending your fighters now. Yeah, they're all on search and destroy, so there shouldn't be any reason why they aren't attacking the enemy. Is it because of the ignore command? I mean, that can't be right. None of these are aggressive officers, so they are not using their ships very aggressively. I mean, if I command you to do that, yeah, okay, so now they're sending... I guess I need to put a fighter strike command. Their fighters are coming in from both angles. Well, they're not moving. I think we're gonna get completely wrecked here. The onslaught is on its way. You have a lot of flux. You might die. Yeah, this is gonna overwhelm you. Okay, you are definitely dead. Okay, okay. Cool. Very cool. Yeah, these tempers have defensive targeting arrays, so the drones deal extra damage to the fighters if they get close. Now, I think this onslaught has, yeah, it has devastator cannons, so that will be challenging to break through. You guys like engage the enemy. Engage, engage. In fact, if we kill this onslaught now, the thing is that if the onslaught is dead and the legion is dead, everything else is easy. This is the most threatening ship to our fleet. Okay, they are commanded to attack. Yep, the fighters are going in. Do we have another bunch of these? Are they moving in? Oh, you are like really screwed, right? Ooh. The pylons also deal extra damage while they... You're in dangerous territory. You need to back up, buddy. Yeah, this Anubis is very dead. If it does any more of that. Oh, the onslaught is actually like it already got some armor like damage. Oh, ho, ho. You are super dead. Ooh, look at that. Ooh la la. Actually, this fleet is pretty viable. Wow. Damn, the onslaught just got completely wrecked. It had 2 devastators. I was a bit afraid of the onslaught because it has devastator cannons, which will completely chew through our entire fighter. Fighter like it basically kill a lot of our fighters. Okay, this legion might be an issue. Okay, you are in big trouble, buddy. Oh, you are in so much trouble right now. This is not what I expected. I expected the Astros to be completely wrecked here. Man. This is pretty fun actually. Wow. They're getting completely wrecked. Yeah, you guys like attack. Go on the offensive. Did I lose a Tempest? I might have lost a bunch of Tempests here. But that's fine. You guys can just keep killing. The enemy fleet is pretty strong. They have still a lot of ships left. But as long as our fighters are... as long as our carriers are being protected well and they are still healthy, we should be able to win this fight. That's a lot of Atropos missiles. This wave is... You're gonna get destroyed. Yeah, you're gonna get destroyed, man. We want them to concentrate on one enemy. Like, we just want them to concentrate. Yeah, okay, now they're getting close. Ooh. That's nice. Now they are a bit exposed here. Actually, these eagles are pretty deadly sometimes. Okay, that's really nice. Yeah, keep doing what you're doing. Let's put a... Oh, you are super dead. Yes, super dead. Okay, you are in the way. You need to back off. Like, you guys need to back off. Actually, let's not strike this Grendel here. It's a bit difficult to waste. I mean, it's gonna be very bad to waste all of our shots on that. Are you in trouble? You're not really in trouble. Yeah, squalls are pretty good if you can't put pylons on it. I mean, pylons are pretty nice because they have infinite ammo. Dominators are just setting ducks for us, really. They can't catch up to us. I didn't actually think that this fleet is viable. Like, we have no tanky units at all. We only have a bunch of very squishy escorts. Yeah, we only have a bunch of very squishy escorts. But it turns out that having an entire 26 tridents, that's a lot of firepower. Nice. We've deleted the onslaught. The Legion is dead. Now they did come in a small trickle, so that did help us. But yeah, now we have the numbers advantage. The enemy is just completely in shambles. The bad thing about the like bombers in general, like sometimes they hit all these debris, so their missiles don't connect. Yeah. Maybe you don't need to be... Oh, you don't need to be on search and destroy, I see. As long as we put a strike command on the ship, they will automatically command themselves to do the attack run. Yeah, now these guys are trying to flee. Now, Astros are very slow. They won't be able to catch up to, say, like, yeah, this eagle here. But I think the fighters might be able to catch up, but it'll still be difficult to kill this ship. Also, they might run out of range. Yeah, they ran out of range, so they went back. We might be able to catch this Legion here. Yeah, it's taken some hard flux damage from our bombers. So now they're going in for another strike. Hello, hi turtle. Nice to meet you. Yeah, so we have an entire fleet of everything in the fleet has fighters. So we're just trying out like an entire fighter-based fleet today. The bad thing is I can't actually see how this is actually doing. Okay, it's not doing well. Yeah, it's not doing well. That's like to say the least. Oh, the termination drones coming in for the kill. Tempers are pretty decent, I would say. This guy is getting completely wrecked, right? Yeah, you're like super dead. Yeah, so it's pretty viable going with an entire fleet of just a few frigates. We didn't lose anything, did we? Yeah, we didn't really lose anything. We're not gonna pursue them. We're gonna let them go. Yeah, we didn't lose anything. Wow, look at that. We're not gonna grab all your weapons. We want your supplies though. Some of your fighters. Yeah, we need some longbows here. Wow, I wasn't expecting that. So yeah, just 5 Tempests with 2 Anubis and 3 Astrals. That's all we have. And we managed to defeat a fleet which contained an Onslaught, a Legion, and a lot of Eagles. Nice. We'll recover some CR here. Then we can go and engage this other bounty. I think this one will be a lot easier. Yeah, these are really vulnerable to fighters in general. They don't have a lot of good point defense. We don't actually want to recover any of those ships. Okay, we have too much cargo capacity. We're gonna dump some of these supplies. Alright, we'll recover some CR and then we'll go and fight these other enemies. Yeah, it seems like an entire... I mean, okay, the frigates did help a lot because they did split the enemy. But the Onslaught and the Legion were just charging straight for our Astrals, so that was a bit scary, but... It's interesting that they don't fight one another. Okay, I think we can re-engage. Yep. Let's just save the... I really don't want to lose these Astrals, so let's just save the game here. It's 56%. We'll deploy these and all of our frigates first. The Anubis are really quick, so they should be able to get into battle soon. Alright, so you guys will just do your own thing. I mean, maybe the level 7 officers did help a lot. They have extra maneuverability because of elite, because of helmsmanship and a bunch of other stuff. But the officers don't really benefit the carriers a lot. Like, a lot of their skills, they don't directly benefit the carrier. Like, a lot of their skills are like, you know, extra damage to other ships and stuff. That only applies for the ship weapons. It doesn't apply for the fighters, I believe. The only thing that benefits the fighters is the point defense skill, which none of them have. Yeah, so if I don't turn on Search and Destroy, this guy actually automatically assigns himself to the strike, it seems like. Okay, let's deploy the Anubis here before we forget. The Anubis will help to escort the ship a bit. We didn't really get these capture points, it's a bit unfortunate. Okay, this... Also, these drones are very good at shooting down these Hydra missiles. Yeah, and the Tempest is able to kind of outrun them a bit. Yeah, some of them did fizzle out, so that's nice. Nothing but Tridents. Sunders are really weak against fighters. They have very poor point defense. Let's see. He might die here. Oh, he's super dead. Bye. Okay, we'll deploy this other Anubis. The rule for today is every ship must have a fighter bay in order to be part of the fleet. This conquest is also a bit vulnerable, but we'll kill off the escorts first, then it'll be a lot weaker. They're just really focused on capturing the points. Now you might be out of position a bit. Yeah. Alright, you guys can assign yourself to strike those. Yeah, see, so they will prioritize the fighter strike if they have no... if they aren't getting given any commands. So I guess you shouldn't put these on Search and Destroy then. Then you can selectively target whatever you want. You are completely dead. You are so dead. Yeah, I don't really bother putting longbows on these carriers anymore. Just pure tridents. We can ignore you. You are just worthless. Sorry, let me read your comments. It makes perfect sense. 6 large missiles and 9 medium energy makes the Astro comparable. Yeah, they did buff the Astro a lot. They gave the Astro expanded missile racks, which is pretty big deal for things like squalls and more sustained firepower. 9 medium energy. Do they have 9 medium energy? I thought they only had 3. 1, 2... Oh, only 2. Maybe this is the third one. I'm not sure. But anyway, putting a whole wing of tridents already completely destroys your ordnance points. This is like 120 ordnance points on on the ship. Okay, you are getting in a bit of a dangerous situation. Can you get out of there? That's why we brought the Anubis, to shoot down missiles that are threatening the Astro here. We don't have any PD for the Astro. We don't have enough points to put PD on them. Did we kill something? I think we killed a Sunder as well. You aren't doing anything. Yeah, move out of the way. You can strike that too. Oh, you are like super dead. And because we installed ECCM, the hull mod S-modded onto our Astrals, these squalls are really accurate. Like, they have very good tracking. Because squalls benefit from ECCM, the missile has more maneuverability. So it's able to hit targets a lot more accurately like that. Without ECCM, it'll be a lot. You miss the missiles a lot more. I mean, the pylons also benefit from ECCM. They have better tracking. They have more maneuverability, more HP. So it just completely wrecks ships from long range. And then our Tempers are just like, you know, distracting enemies and stuff. Divide and conquer. Now we are vulnerable to flares still, but not against this amount of Atropos, like no way. Okay, we're not really I would say we're not killing things as fast as say a Paragon, but we're dealing damage from like really long range. Let me read your comments here. There are 3 medium energy. Oh, I see. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's why I prefer legions there. Yes, correct. So legions are very good for frontal combat. Yes, but we don't have the Legion 14th battle group right now. I mean, we have the base Legion, but I don't like the base variants, so we're just doing this today. Yeah, I can't wait to try the Legion 14 battle group, cause that sounds really fun. But Astros are also really strong because of a recall device. So recall device effectively kind of doubles your DPS because once the fighters launch their payload, they immediately go back to the ship. They don't have to travel all the way back. So you can fire Atropos missiles really, really frequently. A lot more frequently than say like Herons. They're not really engaging the enemy, but I would rather they stay far away. Okay, you have been camping on this this point because we've been commanding you to move back. We're definitely not killing these guys as fast as compared to the Hegemony fleet earlier. These ships are the midline fleets have generally very more maneuverable destroyers and cruisers. Like Sunders and Hammerheads do have a decent amount of speed compared to say like Enforcers and Dominators. Those are really, really slow ships. So that might be a reason why like our fighters are not really chasing after some of these destroyers and cruisers. We really want them to deal like concentrated damage. Okay, let's see how you fare against us. Oh, our Anubis completely counters this ship as well. Tempest. Yeah, with the range as well, yeah. They just completely outrange. Oh, you are super dead. Damn, you are super dead. Okay, oh, you have taken quite a bit of damage. This conquest is actually pressuring us quite a bit. Can you assign yourself to that, please? You have taken quite a lot of flux as well. This Hammerhead is trying to defend this ship. That's why it's like getting in the way. He's trying to escort this capital. You might be in some trouble. Are you? Are you in some trouble here? Okay, you're not in trouble. Yeah, the escorts are trying to chase down our Astros. Can you like harass this conquest? Do we have any frigates left? We do have some frigates left. Yeah, look at these. Look at this Tempest. He's just basically trying to lure these two ships away from the main battle. We just want to split up the enemy so that we can make them really vulnerable to being surrounded by our bombers. I can't actually see this conquest being destroyed. I'm pretty sure it's getting destroyed, right? Yeah, some of his armor is gone. Oh, you might not survive this. You might not survive this. The shield on the conquest is pretty terrible. It doesn't protect all of the ship either. Oh, those squalls are absolutely gonna destroy your shield. Yeah, the shield arc is a bit horrible on this ship. How are you actually doing? Okay, you are in a very dangerous position. Let's make sure that you're well defended. We might lose an Astro here. Okay, one more wave and we should be able to kill that. As long as they don't get close and start to deal damage to our Astro, I think we should be fine here. Just constantly pelting them with Atropos missiles. He doesn't... Okay, this ship does have auto cannons, which is a bit annoying. The thing is, the closer they get to us, the more our fighters are able to launch missiles at them. Okay, you are in a bad position. You are in a horrible position, actually. Can we, like, get you to escort this, please? Help. Help, 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 help. That's why we put hardened shields on the Astro. Sometimes they can get caught like this. Man, the Anubis is doing some good work, protecting us from the Hydras. Oh, you are like super dead. Come on, do you have fighters? Okay, are they coming in? We lost a lot of fighters here. There's 43% of them left. Oh, you are. Please don't recover. Please don't recover. Nice. Okay, so the Conquest is dead. Yeah, we need a bit... Yeah, the Anubis is not very good at tanking, unfortunately. We might lose an Anubis here. So far, the Anubis is the one that has been consistently taking hull damage, apart from the Tempest, of course. Okay, you are actually in trouble. Yeah, you are actually in trouble. This is very tricky. Yeah, we might lose an Astro here. I think out of all the fleet compositions, midline is probably the one that's very good at killing carriers because they are more mobile. Like low tech is really slow. Yeah, you might be dead here. There is a level 7 officer in this, but so the ship might be able to repair some of its hull, but not likely. However, this capital seems very reliant on its missiles for damage, so we might be able to still win this battle. Yeah, midline is very maneuverable. Their ships are quite decently fast, so they'll be able to chase down stuff. Oh, okay, well... okay, that happened, I guess. I think if you have 4 Astros, you might have enough firepower to just completely keep destroying these ships at a constant pace. Okay, let me read your comments here. You prefer... Yeah, dude, I totally agree with you. The Legion is definitely very strong. It has ballistics, so it's able to defend itself really well. It is such a huge tank that it can actually, you know, hold the line against, like, lots of enemies. Yeah, I agree that it's a lot better. I mean, even in terms of deployment points, it's a lot more efficient than the Astro, right? The Astro is 50, the Legion is only 40. So even just on that fact alone, it's a lot more worth it. But yeah, we have a lot of Dakar, so we have like 18 wings of Tridents here. Like one wave is enough to completely destroy a Hammerhead. Yeah. I mean, the closer they get to us is actually good in a sense because our fighters can resupply really, really quickly. Did you just see that? This wing launched and then it came back to the ship and it launched another wave of Atropos. That's just chef's kiss, man. Yeah, I know the base Legion can fight. I'm just very picky. I want the 14th battle group one. I mean, I have a bunch of ships in production, so I can't get the 14th battle group or even the base Legion by like today. So I can't do Legions. I will stream Legions like maybe like for the next stream, yeah. There are a lot of builds work versus regular faction fleet simply to S-mod. Yeah, correct. I think even with just officers, you can even go for an entire fleet of, say, Medusas or Hammerheads and stuff, and you can just completely destroy like enemy fleets as well. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I mean, remnants are difficult because they, you know, a lot of remnant ships has plasma burn. Right, yeah, they're able to get in close like really quickly, and then they just overwhelm your ships and you get destroyed. Okay, it's over. This fight is over. Remnants are just hard. They are very mobile as well, so like fighters have a huge problem chasing them because they have a lot of maneuverability. And like against autos, it'll be very difficult to kill them. Okay, so apparently this fleet is actually viable. Well, not fantastic, but it's actually viable. Um. Yeah, they're not. These Anubis aren't very tanky. Probably should make them a bit more tankier. I just built them as a long range like PD, but they do need a bit of tank. It seems like. Well, the idea was that the long range means that they wouldn't need to be in frontline combat, but with their temporal shell, sometimes they just suicidally go towards the enemy. So, all right. Yeah, this will be a very easy feat. Okay, this is interesting. They have 2 onslaughts and a legion. Let's go fight these guys. I think they'll get completely destroyed as well. We already destroyed one hegemony fleet that looks like this. But they have two 14th battle group onslaughts. Yeah, let's go see how this does for this fleet. So where are they in? They're in an orange primary star, so they're in here. Okay. Let's just like traverse jump out of here. Obviously, this composition wouldn't work against Threat because they're like... Yeah, I feel like Threat is very... First of all, Abyssal Hyperspace has a negative debuff on missiles. I believe fighters as well. But even just the missiles alone, the debuff is massive. Maybe against like Threat, which is the Fabricator ones. Maybe those... I think it's a bit hard to... I haven't tried though, but I guess we can try later. Yeah, I could put like, you know, medium energy slots on the Astrals. I will have to go back to my base to refit them though. What would be a good medium weapon? Can't really think of any actually. What's a good medium energy weapon that would help them? I mean, like gravitons won't do much. Ion beams won't do much. Rumor in a barren world. So we need to look for a barren world. It should be that one. No, you're talking about the Astral, right? The Astral cannot put ballistic weapons. Those are medium energy slots. It doesn't have any hybrid slots. Are you talking about the Legion? Because the Legion has a lot of options that you can put. Kinetic blasters. You mean like heavy blasters? You mean like heavy burst lasers? Is that what you're talking about? No, not heavy burst. Yeah, is it basically the very horrible flux firing weapon? Are you talking about that one? The one that the Aurora likes to use. But those are like really flux hungry though. I think even 3 ion beams is like pretty a lot of flux. I mean, you should never run 3 ion beams, but like I feel like the medium energy slots they're not very fantastic in terms of like options. Like there's the phase lance, there's okay, auto lancers are pretty good, but they do nothing against shields. Then you have the heavy blaster or something, like heavy burst laser. What's it called again? Wait, let me just check the codex here. So we have medium, right? Then we click on energy weapons. Yeah, you only have ion pulsars. Don't really have the range, but they are pretty okay, I would say. Phase lance. Yeah, I mean these don't do any hard flux damage. Yeah, heavy blaster. This is what I'm talking about. This is the horrible flux weapon, but it does a lot of damage. I mean, you could put this, but the range isn't great either. There's just not a lot of very good, like, hard flux options in the medium energy slots. I feel. They're kind of like mediocre. I might be wrong, but they feel very mediocre. Hello. Welcome. Yeah, so today we are doing an entire... Like, every single ship in our fleet has to have a fighter bay in order to qualify for the fleet. Anything that doesn't have a fighter bay is completely scrapped and destroyed. Yeah, low tech is like is very easy. They are very slow. It's like we're able to just outmaneuver these guys very easily. Like the enforcers will hardly be able to chase us. Okay, wait, I should deploy these as well. I keep forgetting about deploying these Anubis. Yeah, Kinetic Blaster is not that good, yeah. I just feel like the medium energy slots don't really have a lot of good options. They are mainly like support weapons or weapons that deal damage to ships that already have their shields down. You don't really have a lot of good hard flux options. And having hard flux options is very good because when ships are overloaded, they are extremely vulnerable to fighters. Like extremely vulnerable. The one thing I like about Atropos is that they actually retarget enemies when the original target is destroyed. I don't think Sables do that. I mean, Sables they're really like fast firing weapons, so the moment they trigger, they're just gone. But Atropos can actually still track enemies after the original target is destroyed. So you saw that it's actually switched targets to that phase ship, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Now these guys are very concentrated, so it might be a bit difficult to pick them off, but we'll try. We did kill off a bunch of those. Oh, you're not gonna survive that, right? That's like 12. That's 24 Atropos missiles. Yeah, low tech is really vulnerable against like fighters like this. We're gonna avoid this onslaught here. Unfortunately, I didn't deploy this Anubis, which is a bit of a mistake because I'm lacking the PD to kill these missiles and fighters. Yeah, look at all these missiles. Okay, I do have an Anubis here. That's his job, but these guys aren't really pressured, so I guess that's fine. But can we actually kill this Legion? There's a lot of fighters here. They might have a lot of point defense as well. Yeah, I do. I mean, yes, like it is better than nothing, yeah. But having a full wing of Tridents kind of that's like 120 ordnance points gone. It's very hard to put medium energy weapons with the remaining points that you have. We'll try. Maybe we'll head back to base to refit these guys. I'll try to see what weapon I can put for them. Man, this Legion is completely getting destroyed. Oh, you are so dead. You are so dead. We might be able to just kill this onslaught, but I kind of want to get rid of these escorts. Okay, we'll deploy you as well. Our Astros are being pressured here. They do have level 7 officers, every one of them, so they will be able to repair somehow. As long as they don't get completely wrecked like that. Yeah, we need to deploy fighters, I mean, like bombers in this direction. Oh, you might die. You might die. This Grendel is actually pressuring us quite a bit. It does have a bunch of HVDs and really nasty weapons on that thing. Yeah, I mean, phase ships are pretty... Well, when they are in phase, they're pretty much invulnerable, but... Yeah, I feel like if we have one more Astro, we might just have enough firepower to constantly destroy all these enemies here. Like 3 doesn't seem like enough. We're kind of like reaching the point where we can actually just keep launching Atropos at anything that comes our way. Man, you are really annoying. You are really annoying. You can't wait till you run into a... Yeah. this fleet will get completely destroyed by a phase composition. Like Dooms or even just Afflictors would probably be very difficult to deal with. Pulse Laser... Yeah, Pulse Laser is very efficient, I agree. But the range is really short. Like... Yeah. I'm curious, how are your fleet fares? Can you do simulation against... Yeah, actually, I'm also very curious about that. I will try to do I'll go back to base after this bounty, and then we'll see how it works against like Doom, like a really phase heavy composition. You are overextending yourself. This onslaught is also almost on top of us, which is really annoying. Can we harass you? Let's just bring a Tempest to harass you. I should probably bring another wing of Tempest, because I will lose some Tempest. Mainly just from CR and stuff. Yeah, you are completely out of position here. Now this ship is actually very overflux. It's already at half flux. We might be able to overload this guy. Oh, he's charging in. Yeah, eat our Tropos. We might be able to overload here. There's a lot of our Tropos. Oh, that sucks. Take our squalls then. Their Devastator cannons are protecting this ship a bit. If we overload this ship, it's completely dead because the next wing of fighters is just gonna completely destroy this onslaught here. Okay, this wing is pretty good. In a good angle. Oh, that's not enough. Come on. Yeah, I mean this fleet is also gonna lose against Paragons, I feel. Like against enemy ships that have very good point defense. Like even just another enemy Anubis would completely destroy all our tridents here. Yeah, the onslaught overextended, yes. It has fallen into our concave. And it's getting punished now. It still might escape here. If we don't have a follow-up. We did lose a bunch of bombers as well. Because of the Devastator cannons. But none of our Astros have died. This one has gotten low because of the freaking Grendel, which I don't know where it went. It might have retreated. It's probably this guy. Luckily, this debris is actually blocking the onslaught from firing. It's TPC, like, can you believe it? And then the fighters are using the debris as a cover. Well, some of the missiles got blocked, but it's better than our Astro getting shot at. Because the fighters can actually fly over the debris. They can actually fly over allied ships. Is dead now. Yeah, against low tech is pretty good. They just don't have the maneuverability to chase after these guys. And if you give them escorts, they can just defend themselves pretty well. And the closer the enemy gets to the carriers, the more DPS we can dish out with our bombers. Because they refit a lot faster. Provided they don't die, of course. There is another onslaught right there. Are they actually retreating? No, they're not retreating. They're just chasing a bunch of our Tempest here. Defensive targeting array is really good on these. Because the drones kill missiles and fighters a lot more effectively. They can still use termination sequence even though they have defensive targeting array. Yeah, like look at how they destroy these missiles. Yeah, the PD on the onslaught is really devastating on fighter wings, especially if they come from the flank. The Devastator cannons do one-shot fighters pretty well. We're just gonna ignore that Grendel. Let's just like, you want U3 just go and kill this Dominator. But Devastator cannons do have a pretty long firing cycle, so they are down for like 5 seconds. So if your missiles are able to get in somehow when they're down, then yeah, but it's hard. It's difficult. Especially if they have integrated targeting unit, that just boosts the range of the Devastator cannons to the point that nothing really makes it through. I think we've already ran out of squalls, have we? There's still a bit more left. They do have expanded missile racks, so it does last quite a bit in the battle. Yeah, let's go back to base to refit these guys. I want to see like what kind of medium energy weapons we can put on the Astros that will help. And then fight against like phase heavy fleet composition. You need to die. Like everybody needs to focus on this onslaught here. It will die to... Yeah, that will deal some good damage, huh? Oh, you are like super dead. You are super dead. You got deleted, buddy. Yeah, you see the Atropos, they retarget enemies that are nearby. They're really good. The Sables wouldn't be able to do that. And like I mentioned, the AI, currently in the AI is very good at dropping shields when there are Sables as well. So they just tank it with the armor. So I was just thinking, why not just go for Tropos? Yeah, these guys are fleeing now because we've killed enough DP worth of ships. So I think we can claim victory here. Alright, let's head back to base and see if we can make some changes. Did I just skip over? No, I don't think they have any they don't have any 14 battle group variant legions, right? Yeah, this is not a 14 battle group. Alright. We are not gonna fight this bounty. Yeah, let's just head back to base here. That's actually the original fleet that we wanted to fight. So it seems so it turns out that, you know, a bunch of no, don't go for us. It turns out that 3 astrals with a bunch of support escorts is still pretty good in this update. Well, maybe because we went for all tridents on them, so yeah, I feel like if they had less bombers, they might not have performed as well. Like, 6 wings of tridents on an astral is 12 missiles. Hey, wait, yeah, that's 12 Atropos missiles, and we have 3 of them. So that's like 36. If they focus on one ship, that ship is just completely dead. There's just no way it can survive that. Like, the first wave will probably overload the shield, or like almost overload. The second one will overload, and the third one just, yeah, just get deleted. Where is our colony? Is it this one? I think it's this one, yeah. Man, I actually want to destroy one of my colonies. The old one. The one that I set up here. This one is the first 2 colonies. I set them up because they have very low hazard rating, so they just gave me passive income. Can I make more? Okay, these onslaughts are still being made. Yeah, let's just load up the simulator and see how this fleet does against a very doom heavy composition. I'm very curious actually. So we're gonna deploy U3, yep. And then a bunch of Tempests. Okay, actually let's deploy the Anubis as well. Then we're gonna fight... Which one is the more threatening one? This one is Light Needlers, this one is Sables. I mean, let's just go with this. They have Reapers. That could be nasty. Let's just go with like... Okay, maybe 6 is a bit too much. I mean, fine, let's just go with like 6 of these. And then a bunch of Auroras. Okay, that's the maximum we can put for the enemy fleet. Why not we just squeeze in a Paragon 2? So let's squeeze in the really nasty one, the Auto Pulse Laser one. Then 2 of you, and then we're just gonna spam like a bunch of Dooms. So I can only fit 3 Dooms in this. Yeah. Man, I didn't know that Dooms are so expensive. Like, in deployment point cost. Okay, so you guys... Yeah, you guys go do your own thing. Oh, you need to be on autopilot. Then we want you to defend this and this. I feel like we need to kill you guys first, because you are really nasty. With all your sables and stuff. You might get completely destroyed here. Oh wow, you're already dead. You are so dead. You are so dead. Okay, just barely enough. A bit of squalls might be able to do this. Oh, this guy's gonna survive by just a slimmer of HP, it seems like. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oh, it's not. Yeah, so the Dooms are doing their thing, but... Man, the Doom got deleted. This guy's trying to get in close. We do have Anubis here to, you know, like, annoy him a bit. Yeah, let's put a avoid command on that, huh? I don't think we're gonna get anywhere near this thing. Actually, we might be able to kill this. It's already kind of like... It already got some hard flux damage done. The problem is that it's kind of pressuring our Astral here. Yeah, just avoid that thing. This Doom is getting completely wrecked as well. Right, yeah, he's like very high on flux. So he's not gonna be able to phase... Well, he just vented, so... Yeah, let's avoid that. Maybe I loaded like a really bad composition, but We already killed like... There's only one Doom left. I mean, the Doom did drop a few mines, but it didn't do anything to us. Now, it will be able to phase here. It's actually dropping mines against the bombers, which is kind of a waste, really. Well, it did kill an entire wing, but it's kind of a waste. I think 3 of these can definitely kill this onslaught here. Let's just annoy this guy with our frigates as well. Yeah, Fortress Shield is very good against Tridents, I guess. I mean, it's very good against like Reapers and missiles that deal a lot of damage, so... But it is gaining Hard Flux when that's active, so... He's gonna run into problems if he can't retreat. Oh, this Doom is completely dead. Yeah, it died. Okay, then we can just focus all our fire on you now. You see, we can just stay barely out of the range of this Paragon. The Paragon can't actually chase us. I don't think it has enough speed to catch us, so as long as we annoy it constantly and keep throwing missiles and Atropos at it, I can't actually see what's going on here. Can you guys get closer? I want to see this Paragon get destroyed. We do have broadswords from our Anubis, which is very annoying for ships that don't have very consistent point defense. Like, it does have point defense, but in a situation like this, it can't do anything. Okay, it seems like it might survive here though. It might be able to survive. It did take a lot of hull. It did take some hull damage already. Okay, yeah, I mean, Fortress Shield is very difficult to break through. Can you guys stop flying around? Why not you just go and target this? Yes. Just annoy it at the rear side. I think this fight is over. Yeah, you can activate your shield, but you're gonna run out of flux. Because you're just completely caught out here. I mean, this is a winning battle, obviously. Yeah, those termination missiles coming in. Oh, this is so beautiful. Look at this. Yeah, so it turns out that... Okay, how about we fight an entire fleet of Dooms then? They are pretty expensive. I mean, yeah, we can only deploy 6 of these. Let's just give some annoying Auroras. Auroras are very mobile. Actually, Furies are also pretty annoying. Can we deploy 2 more Fury? No, we can't. Yeah, let's just put another Aurora then. Okay, then we're gonna deploy all of our ships. Like that, and then we start. Let's see. So this is a completely Doom fleet. Let's delete you first. This guy has Sable, so it will definitely overload our Astro here if we get close. Come on, where? Oh, this shit doesn't have squalls. If it has squalls, you get overloaded here. Okay, that got deleted. Yeah, you need to back up now. Okay, they might be able to kill this. I mean, we do have a level 7 officer in this ship, and yeah, I think it might be dead. We finally have they finally taste blood for the first time. Okay, now I think we might lose. Losing that is pretty big. Wait, did I not deploy my Anubis? I didn't deploy my Anubis. That sucks. That might have helped. That might have helped because they might have shot down those Reapers. Okay, but this is kind of a... I mean, they have the advantage. Let's see if they can win this. Let's see if they can win this. There's 4 of them. There's only 2 of us. Now, these frigates are doing a decent job of luring some of them away. If we just went for Astros and Anubis, we would have died here. We need the frigates to distract the enemies like that. And then now we can focus on one of these at a time. Yeah, the Anubis was very useful. I forgot to deploy the Anubis. Maybe that wasn't a very fair fight. because the Anubis will be able to shoot down the mines and the Reapers as well. Yeah, they are able to kill mines as well. And they have advanced optics, so they have very long range on their Paladin systems. Yeah. Don't think so? I mean, I know they can shoot down mines. Like, mines are the same as missiles. They are like they can be destroyed by point defense. How fast is the Trident? I think it's I can't remember the speed. We'll check it after. But we also have got the carrier skill, so they're a bit faster. Yeah, see, the Anubis is able to shoot down the mines. So as long as the Anubis is here, they can't really touch our Astrals. And then we can do things like that. But honestly, one or two mines isn't really threatening. Like, we can always drop our shields after the mine is exploded, then they can just vent off the hard flux. You kind of need like a few dooms to gang out on the capital to make it effective. They're also getting annoyed by our broadswords, because we have broadswords in the Anubis. And the Anubis has, the Anubis has beam weapons, so as long as they unfazed, they will get targeted by the Paladin systems. I mean, it doesn't deal a lot of damage, but it does cause the enemy to be very conservative when he's trying to move in. Because it just doesn't like to take like chip damage like that. I think this guy might be dead. He's very high on flux. He can't really phase. Yeah, he tried to phase, but he ran out of flux to maintain his phase field, and then the Atropos, he literally just phased out into the Atropos missiles and he died. Man, but these mines do devastate fighter waves quite a lot. Yeah, and our squalls also pressure them from long range, so they can't really like unphase, otherwise they take damage. There's no... maybe there is, but... this one doesn't seem to have it, or I can't really tell. These guys are trying to chase our Tempest, which we'll never be able to catch them. Yeah, and then we can just slowly kill them, really. As long as the enemy is distracted by our frigates, like, we can just slowly divide and conquer. If they concentrate all our forces on a single ship, then yes, we will lose Astrals and Capitals, but not like this. This is always a very reliable strategy, even in the early game. Just have a bunch of very annoying frigates that completely distract enemies, like dangerous enemies, like, you know, eradicators and enforcers and stuff like that. And then you can just deal with the rest of the stragglers. I think you might be dead. I mean, if you dodge this, there's still another one right behind it. Yeah, so you go into phase, right? But then these guys are coming in right now as well. So how are you gonna survive this? Oh. Okay. We did lose one Astral here, so... I mean... Okay, let's not play out this entire fight. It's a bit uninteresting. Is there a... There might be a variant with phase anchor, I'm not sure. I can't actually see... This one doesn't have phase anchor. I don't think any of these compositions have phase anchor. Maybe the enemy just doesn't have that as a build. Yeah, none of them do. Yeah. Actually, let's see how this works against a Remnant heavy fleet. Like, you know, actually let's not do 2 of those, we'll get completely destroyed. Let's just do like 4 of these and... actually just 1 auto. Maybe like 4 of these and a bunch of destroyers. Like, yeah, 4 of these and a bunch of these. We can squeeze in another 20 more points. Let's just get more destroyers then. Okay. Then we can, yeah, let's just deploy all our forces here. Alright, to make it fair, we'll deploy these ships first, then we'll deploy the Anubis after a little bit. Just to make the fight a bit fairer. I mean, it's really not fair because they have like the full DP worth of ships deployed. Okay, fine. So these two are coming in, right? It just makes the fight a bit quote-unquote fair. I hate that this ship it does have autopilot, but it's in front. Okay, you got deleted. You need to go. You need to get back. You need to get back. You're like way in front. Avoid this at all costs. Yeah. Oh, that sucks. You're gonna take some damage. I think we're gonna lose this Astro. I mean, the bad thing about a simulator is that your flagship is always spawned so close to the enemy. Yeah, this guy is completely dead. I mean, they're trying to keep him alive though. I doubt he'll survive. You took a bit of hull, but yeah, the auto is on it right now. I mean, the radiant is on it right now. Okay, how about we do this? I mean, okay, let's see if we can actually win this. Okay, wait. I don't think we can. What we should have done there is we should have deployed our ships first, and then we deployed the enemy. We kind of like deployed the enemy first and then our ships, which is not really fair, because our Astro got caught out of position there. So let's deploy our ships first. Okay, fine. We're gonna go with a full battle. Yeah, just like get in there. Right, let's wait for them to assemble first, because it was really unfair that he was all the way at front. Then we can deploy these. Yeah, let's go with 4 of those, and then 4 of these, and a bunch of glimmers, and yeah, just 6 of these. Now it's a bit fairer. Okay. Well, not entirely, but it's a bit fairer. A full wing of tridents can destroy, can eliminate one of these destroyers. We need to reinforce you. You need to be reinforced, like really badly. Oh wow, okay. Yeah, I mean this Radiant is gonna be the biggest threat, really. He can just face him right now and kill our Astro as well, which is really like the danger here. Oh, you are getting completely destroyed. But I mean our ship is also in trouble, so... I mean, our frigates aren't doing crap. Like in a real battle, there will be control points, right? And then the AI will actually prioritize the control points. But this is just a straight up battle, so it's a bit different. It's a bit different. Like in a real battle, there will be control points, and the AI is very, very biased towards going towards them. So they kind of spread out a bit, which gives you the advantage. We can also go and fight random freeze right now as well. Yeah, like we have a gate system. We have a gate system to a remnant system, so we can just go there and fight some remnants like in a real battle scenario. I mean, our Anubis are jumping in the middle of the enemy. I don't know why, but this ship actually survived. I would rather the Anubis die than the Astro dying. Well, I mean, yeah. Our frigates aren't doing much. Okay, maybe we let off on the escort command on that. I think so far it's honestly not going too horribly. The Tridents are very good at eliminating destroyers, and even Brilliants, which are cruisers. They just deal a lot of damage, really. And the Remnants don't really have very good PD. So like, I mean, they have these very crappy like point defense, so they're not very good against fighters. And Brilliants are just horrible against fighters. Like they don't have a lot of good point defense, so you'll be able to kill all these like escorts very quickly, and then you're just left with the capital ship. Let's harass you as well with our tempers so that you don't actually target us. And Atropos has enough maneuverability to kill Glimmers as well, because they have tracking, so they'll be able to target Glimmers quite easily. Having ECCM on Squalls is such a big deal. Like the accuracy buff that you get from it is crazy. Okay, you're in trouble now. Yeah, because we are avoiding you. We're just allowing you to chase this very insignificant Tempest here. While every one of our carriers is getting far away and just pelting you with Atropos. This Tempest has enough speed to completely like outmaneuver this Radiant here. It has like 200. He has 200 like speed, so it's very fast. It doesn't have a lot of tanking ability, but the speed is the one that saves it from trouble. Yeah, you're getting pelted, right? Yeah, you're getting absolutely pelted. The shield on the Radiant is pretty good though. It's gonna be very difficult to break through that. Oh, this guy also has a Paladin, which is very annoying. Yeah, we'll go and try the auto after this, like the real one. Yeah, I will save, and we'll try to fight like an actual, like, you know, a real battle instead of like in the simulator. It's very different in the simulator. A real battle, you can abuse the enemy AI a bit by luring them with, I mean, just splitting them up using the control points. Okay, you are getting cornered. This guy has Reapers, but he won't be able to fire it because our Anubis is here to protect the oh, you're gonna get destroyed, right? Maybe, I don't know. Did those Reapers just get deleted by the Anubis when they were firing? Is that what happened? I can't actually see. I heard the sound, but I didn't see any Reapers like getting fired. Okay, let's just go to the let's just go to the remnant system now. Actually, I honestly don't know what to put here for the medium slot. Like, what's good? If I have to put weapons here, I have to sacrifice some of the hull mods. I don't have enough ordnance points to put. Like, you know, I definitely can't put heavy blasters here. I don't have enough flux to fire them. If I were to put something, I want a hard flux weapon. Definitely don't want any of these. Pulse lasers feel like such a waste though. Like, in battle, you probably won't be firing any of this. I mean, unless you guys know any good any good medium energy slots. I don't really feel like putting any in there. Alright, let's go fight the remnants. Alright, there's a remnant system right here. We're gonna go in dark first. We don't want to get swarmed here. Here we're gonna save. This is a remnant system. There are remnants here. There's a nexus here that we're not gonna kill because we can farm them for AI cores. Yeah, I agree. The hard flux will come from the squalls and the fighters, correct. I just don't feel like putting medium energy weapons is worth it. I can't even find enough ordnance points anyway. I have to sacrifice like hardened shields and other stuff, which is a bit important. The hard flux weapons in the medium slots just don't have the range as well to pressure enemies. Like, all of them are like 600 range or something. There should be remnants. Yeah, they are here. Okay, let's go find auto. We don't want to fight like multiple of these. We'll completely get destroyed, but... Is this an auto? Yeah, well, this is kind of an auto, I guess. Well, it's not very dangerous, but... I think we'll crush this. Yeah, they don't really have a lot of ships. Wow, we can actually deploy everything. Yeah, we're absolutely gonna crush these guys. The reason why we have all our deployment points is because we have more officers than them. You guys can escort this and escort that. So in a real battle, you have these capture points, and the battlefield is a lot bigger. So you can use your frigates to distract enemies a lot better. And when you capture these, the enemy feels very obliged to capture them for itself, even though it doesn't do much. Yeah. And Tempests are pretty okay here because they are very mobile, so a lot of these ships won't be able to catch us. Like, we have so much speed on the Tempest. Like, they can burn drive whatever they want, or plasma burn, it doesn't matter. They will never be able to catch these. Then we can just like harass this guy. Now we will take... They might die to... If they accidentally move too close and they take too much damage, they might die. That's probably the only way they can die. But I believe in them. This one is not a very threatening Radiant. It doesn't have like auto pulse lasers. So here's a bunch of Tachyon Lancers. and the Paladin system. Yeah, those Reapers are basically useless. They don't do anything against us. So we haven't really killed anything yet. They are very close together. This Brilliant is alone. This one is also alone. They don't really have a lot of point defense, honestly. Like, except for the Paladin, none of these ships have very good point defense. Can you capture all points without phase shift? Yeah, you can. With very fast frigates, you can capture all of them, like Tempest, which is what we did for this battle. You need to have a very fast ship, which is so your options are like Tempest. I think Omens can do it as well. I think Afflictors can do it as well. Afflictors are very fast. Oh wow, you're gone. Killing the Brilliants here are very, very helpful because they are escorting this auto. So as long as you kill the escorts, the capital ship gets very, very, very vulnerable. As long as the capital ship is surrounded, it's very easy to kill. Like, if it has escorts, then it's a bit challenging. Tempers are too slow. No. Our Tempers have 22 like speed. They are like the fastest ship in the game. I don't think anything is faster. I might be wrong, but I don't think so. Now, they don't have a lot of they have very poor peak performance time. They have 180 seconds. And they also be expensive. So they cost like 9 points to deploy. But the rule of this stream is that we have to use ships that have fighter base, and they do have fighter base. So that's why we're using them. Okay, you are coming straight for our Astro here. That's a bit of a problem. Oh, he does have a plasma cannon. That's bad news. Yeah, this Tempest isn't really distracting this Radiant here. He's going straight for our Astro here. That's really bad. These two guys are not really doing much. We might lose an Astro here. Just from the hard flux from that thing alone. Yeah, damn it. We seem to be able to put... So, when the enemy has a lot of hard flux, they tend to pull away. They will retreat as long as we can deal enough hard flux to them. They will be forced to retreat. They'll just teleport out. Yeah, but I can't use phase ships for this fleet. I have to use like ships that have what's it called? Fighter base, yeah. I'm sure that Afflictors are a lot faster here. Especially if you put like unstable injector or safety overrides or whatever. But we did capture all 4 points before the enemy. Ooh, that termination drone would have been juicy if it hit. Yeah, see, they are suffering from the CR, but I think quite a lot of frigates will suffer from the CR penalty. Can you delete these guys? Thank you. You actually took some armor damage there. The Brilliant doesn't have a very good shield out either. Like, it's a very small... It's kind of like the Conquest shield out a bit. It takes a very long time to deploy the entire shield. Unless they have accelerated shields, of course. Yeah, you guys can actually gang out on this. Yeah, we win this fight, but they didn't really have like a full fleet, I think. They had one Radiant and a bunch of Brilliants and a few Destroyers, and that's about it. Yeah, I know about that, yes. They do, their fighter base do count, so you get the character skill gets a lot of debuffs, yes. In fact, we only have like 10%. Is it 10%? I don't know. Only like 3% extra damage. Like we can check. We can take a look at the character skills. It's like a very low bonus now because we have a lot of fighters. I really like the Anubis actually. It's a very interesting ship. Yeah, a very interesting ship. Yeah, unfortunately we have to kill all the remnants to win. So that will take a while. Yeah, he's still chasing that. Okay, let's bring back all of our frigates actually, so that the enemy will actually try to find us and come towards us. Instead of like letting them chase around forever. Yeah, so that they will all come towards us and then we can just destroy them instead of like chasing them down. Because Astros have a very low speed, so they won't be able to catch these. So you can get deleted, same as you. And you. Can we actually kill you just from the soft flux from the paladin system? Because Anubis is pretty strong against like frigates as well. Yeah, I guess we can, right? Yeah, just deal so much soft flux that they die. You might get caught here. Yeah, he's coming, he's coming. Oh, he does have a paladin system. Okay, he's shooting down quite a lot of fighters and missiles. But here come the armada. Yeah, flares do affect paladin PD systems as well. So the broadsword combination is pretty good. Okay, yeah, we've done with this battle. I'm not gonna kill this Nexus. I want this Nexus to be here so that we can farm like AI cores. I mean, to be fair, I don't really need them anymore, but... let's actually go fight like a decently threatening fleet. Yeah, this is an auto. This is very similar to the one that we just fought. They don't really have like massive fleets. This is a normal Nexus. Yeah, it's a normal Remnant Nexus. But none of these... Okay, this one looks really threatening because it has an auto and a Nova. I mean, it has a Radiant and a Nova. Can I attract this one? I mean, a lot of them are around each other. It'd be quite challenging to get that one. If I fight 3 of these, I will get destroyed. Yeah, so the character skill, right? See, we only get 3% extra damage dealt because you have 27 fighter base. Yeah, it does become a diminishing returns thing. I mean, the 15% target leading accuracy is still pretty good. Yeah, but they get weaker and weaker the more fighter base you have. Like, to the point that I can justify not using these. But yeah, they're not very effective right now. This one looks a bit... Nah, this one is okay as well. Doesn't look very threatening. The one that has the Nova and the Radiant, that one's pretty threatening. This one. Don't think I'll be able to single this out. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna save the game. We're just gonna burn drive towards them. Yeah, they're right there. He actually knows what's up. How do you know where we are? You shouldn't know where we are. Okay, this one also is very threatening. Oh, we might be able to get this. Okay, let's get this. Yeah, let's see if we can fight these 2 capitals and a bunch of other stuff. 78%. Okay, we can't deploy everything. We're gonna deploy our frigates first. Now, I want these guys to actually stay close to one another now. So there's a Nova, there's a Radiant, and a bunch of other destroyers. So this one is pretty... This one is like a tough fight. Yeah. Gonna avoid you. Actually, we can harass you as well. We might harass this. Should I harass this Radiant? Yeah, why not? Okay, let's deploy. Yeah, so we captured... Well, we didn't capture that one, but that one is very close to the enemy. Then we can escort you and escort you. Okay, the Nova. What kind of weapons is on the Nova? Okay, that Nova is pretty threatening. It has auto pulse lasers. And they're all clumped up together. Okay. They're not really in range right now. We should really kill the Nova first. Yeah. If possible. Yeah, so he's getting distracted by that. Now, this one is coming straight for us. Yep. Okay, let's see if we can kill this. This guy's also pressuring us. Can you actually hit that? That would be incredible. Some of it did hit. This one might die. No, it just survived. Yeah, we haven't killed anything yet. This is a really tough battle. They have a lot of ships. Okay, this Tempest might die, got overloaded. Yeah, it might die here if it doesn't recover. Okay, it did recover, wow. Yeah, you can delete that. The more cruisers and destroyers that we kill, the easier the fight will become. Because the capitals will be completely isolated. If we can kill these now, that would be great. You're not gonna survive that. You're still chasing. You are also still chasing. Well, we could gang out on this now. It's a bit isolated. Yeah, we could just pressure this ship. It's taken a bit of hull damage as well. Okay, those are gonna hit because the shield doesn't protect the side. Just a bit of a waste of missiles, but... Oh, the angle looked pretty good there. If it hit the side like that, it would have gotten completely destroyed, but... Okay, if we have another wave of bombers, this guy is dead. Are you gonna overload? Come on. Oh, just barely. A bit of squalls might do it, no? Okay, but I guess you're dead anyway. So killing that Nova was pretty big. Now the fight is actually kind of winnable. Kind of. Still a win against attrition because our Tempest will lose a lot of CR. They don't have a lot of combat readiness. The Radiant is gone. It's still maybe here somewhere. I don't know where it went. Yeah, as long as we keep chipping away, keep killing their destroyers and stuff, cruisers, we should be able to win this. Okay, it's right here. Okay, it's coming right for us. Is it? Yeah, it's coming right for us. It's looking at us. That's a bit threatening. Yeah, he's jumping in right now. He thinks we can take... He thinks that he can take us. There's a fresh bomber wave. That's a lot of hard flux. Oh, it's almost overloaded. Also, our Anubis is in trouble. Yeah, our Anubis is in trouble here. But its flux is very high. If it gets overloaded, it might be completely destroyed. Actually, why are you all the way there? Did we lose the Anubis? Yeah, we did lose the Anubis. That sucks. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Now we're in trouble. Yeah, now he jumps in. He thinks that he can take us. I think he might be able to kill this Astro here. Yeah, we don't have Anubis to... Where are you? Can you support this? Can you support this ship? Somehow he's at half hull. Interestingly. Yeah, I think we're gonna lose this Astro. If he loses Astro, we might lose the battle, yeah. Yeah, it's dead. I mean, the shields on the remnants are really good. And then now he can vent all his hard flux away. I think the writing is on the wall. I mean, even if we delete you, which I don't think we will, yeah, we're not. Now, a Legion heavy fleet might win this. Yeah, it will win this actually. If you go for Legions, they have enough like Daka and Tank to actually fight these guys. But yeah, this kind of fleet doesn't work very well against them. Yeah, I think the writing is on the wall. Yeah, it doesn't even overload. You need like at least 4 waves or something. At least we will be able to kill you, but I don't think we can do anything against this Radiant here. We actually did manage to shoot those Reapers down. Yeah, but this Astro is dead. Yep. Now he doesn't have enough charges for his auto pulse, which is a bit funny, but we won't be able to kill this. We just don't have enough DPS to kill this. Okay, I think we've seen enough. Alright, I think this is all for today's stream. Yeah, I was just very curious whether like a bunch of these ships could actually win battles. And they can. But they are against remnants, I guess not. So yeah. Thanks for watching. I hope that I'll be able to get I will get legions for the next stream, and then we can try like a legion war and see how that goes. Quite interesting. But yeah. Thanks everyone for watching the stream. Hope you enjoyed it, and see ya.